Hello. Are you curious to know how to stop being so hard on yourself? Are you afraid that if you stop, you will also stop pushing yourself to improve? Have you ever wondered how much added stress that tendency to be overly critical of yourself creates? In this video, I will tell you how I stopped being so hard on myself, and I will give you 5 ways to improve your self-talk. But first, if you're new here, please smash the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified as soon as a new video comes out. This video is part of a 2-part series, and don't forget to click on the link below to watch your free training on how to bring your best self to your boldest challenges. Okay, let's dive straight in. You know something? This week I posted on Instagram this photo and I asked people to tell me what they liked about themselves. I was amazed at how many people found that really hard, and it got me thinking. We are so conditioned to notice our flaws and that we forget to celebrate our fantasticness. This got me thinking back to an afternoon many years ago at the hairdresser's when I remember I was getting my hair done and I looked in the mirror and I noticed how tense my face was. And in my mind at the time, I was beating myself up over some silly mistake. I don't remember what I'd done wrong. And it clearly showed in my expression. As I looked at these tight lips, tense jaw, the scrunched up eyes, and the frown lines reflected back at me in the mirror, I started to wonder, what would be different in my life if I wasn't so hard on myself? What would it feel like if I wasn't so demanding on myself? And then a thought came to me, what if I was as demanding with my kids as I am with myself, and as hard on them? I hope not. But something snapped inside of me in that moment, and I realized I needed to soften up. I didn't like the tense face one bit. So I made the decision there and then that I was going to start being kinder to myself, nicer to myself. And so that meant that it was time for that critical, mean voice inside my head and me to part and go our separate ways. And as I paid up and went out of the hairdresser's, the first thing I noticed on the floor was this big feather. I saw it there and I reached down instinctively and picked it up, and it felt really silky and soft to the touch. And I got in the car, drove up the hill it was my daughter's end of year party at the local nursery school. She was still at the nursery school then. And I saw my friend Serena, who'd also just come straight from an appointment with a tattoo artist. Any guesses what the tattoo was? Yep, you've guessed it. It was a feather. And I thought, that's a bit of a strange coincidence. Only it didn't stop there. Almost every day for the next week, as I would set off in the morning for my daily walk, after a few steps, I would come across a feather lying there near my house. And every time I went on Instagram, the first thing I would see, if it wasn't a feather, was a message like, be kind. And so in the end, it was like, okay, I got this, I got it, I understand. And just so that I wouldn't forget and stop being so hard on myself, I too had a feather tattoo on my arm. So that constant visual reminder to be softer and kinder and more encouraging with myself did help, but I'll be honest with you, at the beginning, even with that portable post-it on my arm, it wasn't easy to break that mental habit of beating myself up. The old habit was so ingrained that first of all, it amazed me just still how frequently I would come down on myself like a ton of bricks. But with the time, the habit kicked in, and in the weeks and months to follow, I practiced this new mental habit of catching that critical voice in action and telling it to go away and leave me alone. And instead, I invited a friendly, kind and loving voice to step in. The voice of my wonderful friend Denise. And believe me, I enjoyed the company of the new voice so much more. And you wouldn't believe the difference it made. As Gandhi said, your thoughts become your words and your words become your actions. The time has come to cultivate your inner cheerleader. And here are my 5 tips to get you there faster. Okay, number 1, use positive language when you speak to other people. Positivity breeds positivity, and negativity breeds negativity. So give people genuine, spontaneous compliments, even to complete strangers. You'll be surprised at how good it makes people feel and how good it makes you feel. And if someone gives you a compliment, then just accept it and say thank you. Choose the positive for yourself and others and spread kindness like Nutella. Your self-talk will improve as a natural consequence. Number 2, treat yourself like you treat like your best friend. So that demeaning negative self-talk is only going to increase your stress levels and make it more likely that you engage in self-defeating behavior. So instead, speak kindly and compassionately to yourself, just as you would to your friend. Or if you prefer, you can speak to your inner child, that lost, frightened little child that's still inside you. Start to adopt a voice that is more compassionate and kind and understanding. Number 3, surround yourself with positive people who support your goals, people that encourage you, and don't hang out with the negative people, the naysayers that put you down. Anybody who makes you feel small should not have the privilege of talking to you. Likewise, limit the amount of time you spend watching the news, or better still, don't watch it at all. Remember my motto, stand guard at the gate of your mind and be careful what you let in. Number 4, use little motivational sentences, even post-its around the house and in cupboards. Be your own coach. This is going to feel strange at the beginning, but say things to yourself like, well done, you managed that situation well. You got this. I'm so proud of you. Hey, well done for finishing that job. Or you're doing great, keep going. Say to yourself, you can handle this. And look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey girl, well done. Most of all, start focusing on the things that you love about yourself, the things that you're good at, the things that make you unique. Number 5, make time for self-care. Make sure that there is time for those little moments of self-care and the rituals that make you feel good. Don't neglect them. The more you treat yourself well and look after your physical body, the more you will be inclined to be kind to yourself in your head as well. So there you go. 5 ways to develop positive self-talk and stop being so hard on yourself. So drop a comment below and tell me which tip you like the most. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to click on the link for your free training. Until we meet again, have a great day.